Welcome to Capacity TV. My name is Malik, reporter at Capacity Media. We're here live at ITW 2023, and I'm delighted to be joined by Annabel Helm, director at the GLF, and Elisabetta Romano, chair of the GLF. Thank you for joining us today, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us, Saf.
No worries. Elisabetta, we'll start with you. You're the chair of the GLF board. Talk to us about what you guys spoke to us at the meeting yesterday, and what were the key priorities?
Yes, first of all, we started reminding each other what we decided a few boards ago. That is the fact that our industry, needs to be transformed. So that's is not optional. Then each one of us, despite how big we are not big enough. So we need to work together. And so this is driving us the fact that we need to take action, both as leader of our company and as a member of the board. So that was important to start again reminding each other these things. And then of course we have a very good framework coming from the Tomorrow's Telco, and that is based in three different components. So the infrastructure, the use cases and operational transformation, and then, of course, all about people. So we have been going through this framework, and we have been touching some of the topics. For example, like, of course, anti-fraud is always there, something regarding the digital infrastructure and network transformation, and, of course, talent. So that's in order to stick with our framework and be sure that we progress on topics that are relevant for us.
Yeah, you just mentioned the Tomorrow's Telco report. Why was it needed, and how does it guide your work?
It's important, this framework, because it's creating a space, a virtual space where we have been identifying what are the requirements coming from the customers, what are the capabilities we need in order to succeed looking at 2030. So that is important, and is a way to guide us and keep remembering us and reminding us what are the priorities, in order that we keep focus on the relevant things in order to make action and to progress in the right direction and being successful for our 2030 Tomorrow's Telco.
And Annabel, there's been a lot going on at ITW already. What announcements have been made?
So, as Elisabetta was saying, we've kind of got four real pillars in the work that we do. So, digital infra 2030, use case enablement, operational transformation, and people. This ITW has been all about the people. So this morning we've launched our fourth annual Diversity, Inclusion and Belonging report, within which we found some really interesting findings. We found that the pandemic wasn't necessarily as negative as we thought on diverse groups. On the flip side to that, our keynote stat was, as an industry, in the next 3 years, we've identified that approximately 20,000 people are going to need to be up or reskilled. That's a huge number. Within the GLF itself, the other announcement that we've made that is going to go a tiny way to bridge this gap is the GLF Accelerator. And that is an executive program, the only MBA-style program that you have within International Telecoms. It's a 12-month program, and we've really worked hard to build a syllabus that's going to help build the future CEOs, right? So who's the next chair of the GLF? I'm hoping it's going to be one of the GLF Accelerator participants, and that's really exciting for us.
Mm-hmm. And in terms of the immediate future for the GLF, what do we have in mind?
Well, it's all about anti-fraud, I should say, not fraud. We're diving into next. We voted at the board yesterday to implement a peer review process, which is going to add an extra layer of robustness to the attestation process that we've already got in place. We've got a code of conduct for voice that we enforce as the GLF. So that's going to be a huge piece of work. We kick that off almost as soon as ITW wraps. Otherwise, it's delivering on tomorrow's telco. We've got a lot of work to do. We have Elisabetta's given me some more work to do as of yesterday, where we're looking a little bit more around kind of what's next for CPaaS, for A2P. We're also having a bit more of a conversation around infra mutualization and what that network agnosticism is going to mean for us as a carrier industry.
Thank you guys for joining us today. We really appreciate the time. And thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Saf.